All right, hello from Kansas City. The Houston Cougars have arrived in KC for the Sweet 16, catching up with the radio voice of the Coogs, Jeremy Branham, also from ESPN 97.5. Man, alive and well here in the Sweet 16. This is a good feeling. Only a few teams are left, Jeremy.
Yeah.
You're probably not shocked that the Cougs are still playing basketball, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you get here, right? It matters that you're one of the final 16 teams that are left. You know, there's not many teams that are still playing right now in college basketball. There's 16 at this level. So to be one of those 16 is what you're trying to aspire for, and of course you just kind of whittle it down from there.
Kelvin Sampson, the journey to get to this point, back from 14 to now, he's built this program back into a giant once again. From your seat, you get to see these guys play all the time, man. How fun has it been to watch the development of this program and really last several years, the upper echelon nationally?
Yeah, I mean, if you go before whenever Kelvin was here as a program that was dormant, and he was able to revive it to where it's at now, you know, 3 different stints as the number 1 team in the country this year, going to the 5th straight NCAA tournament, one of only 2 teams that has the opportunity to play in 3 straight Elite Eights in college basketball. So the Houston Cougars are at the pinnacle of the sport. They truly are. And being a native Houstonian, being an alumnus of the University of Houston, quite honestly, the way they play makes me proud. You know, they play hard. They get after you. You know, they're going to give you their best shot. Some days they might not be the best team. They might come up with fewer points than the other team. The shots might not be falling. But as a Houston Cougar and a graduate of the university, I always know I'm going to be proud with the effort that they give. So that's something that I take great pride in.
That Auburn game, it was not a great first half, but we saw what we have all seen most of the season with this Cougar team and the way they really hammered those guys in the second half. Can we see more of that, you think, this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, everything's very matchup specific, right? You know, Kelvin mentioned in the post-game press conference against Auburn that they weren't really playing their style of play. You know, they weren't doing what they would do defensively. The principles kind of got out of whack a little bit. And he said really at halftime it wasn't any sort of adjustments. It was more of a changing of attitude. And we saw that changing of attitude in the second half. I called it one of the second halves for the ages with this program because of the way they just came back from a 10-point deficit, 1 going away. Very intrigued to see what the matchup looks like against Miami. Miami is a team that presents different types of obstacles, unique obstacles, very good offense, guard oriented. So looking very forward to that matchup.
All right, it's going to be a lot of fun. Sweet 16 begins on Friday. U of H opens things up, and against Miami, then you got Texas Xavier. Longhorns are there. Let's be honest now. A lot of people are hoping they get a win, and they're hoping the Burnt Orange win. They love to see a U of H Texas matchup. How excited would you be to call a game like that?
Well, you're asking the wrong guy, because all I've taken a look at is Miami so far. The first chance that I'll look at Texas and Xavier will be if we're lucky enough to beat Miami. So honestly, I've seen Texas play.
But
being
from a
in the
fan
state
standpoint,
I mean,
I guess let them have a good
right?
time with
good
it.
Old rivalry, an old Southwest Conference rivalry. If that's the matchup on Sunday, that would be kind of kicking back the old days a little bit. Yeah.
All right, he is the radio voice of the Houston Cougars. You hear him often. Jeremy Branham, also from ESPN 97.5. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, you
Let's
got
have some fun in Kansas City, man.
Happy to do it. Let's do it.
All right, appreciate the time.